is here. It's big. And it's closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web. Or play it if you dare. At the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.
Welcome, everybody, to Live at the Bike, the Bicycle Casino in Bell Gardens, California. I'm Denny Williams, along with
David Duckman.
Hey, David, this is the part of the Lips Tour. It's the final table, the No Limit Hold'em event. This was a $150 buy-in with a $25 entry fee and no rebuys. And these 9 ladies are playing for the bread.
Sounds good.
Let's introduce the final table real quick. If we can go to seat number 1, we have Cece. Cece's in seat number 1. Where's she from?
She's from Boston. She's a speaker and an author.
Jennifer in seat number 2.
She's a prosecutor out of Glendale, California.
And in seat number 3 is Lori.
She's in special education out of Springfield, Illinois.
Seat number 4, we have Deborah.
And Deborah is out of South Korea, Seoul.
Wow. And seat number 5 is Jana.
Jana's a teacher out of California.
Lonnie in seat number 6.
And born in Vietnam. She's a housewife.
Christy in seat number 7.
And she lives in Los Angeles. She's an attorney.
And in seat number 8, we have Susan.
And she's a dentist. Say ah.
Okay, in seat number 9, last but not least, Kelly.
And Kelly she owns her own executive search firm.
All right. This is a No Limit Hold'em tournament final table. If we can get close on somebody's chips, I'll tell you what the denominations are.
See, and that is
the green chips there are $25, the blue are $100, and the orange are $500 chips.
Mm-hmm. And what are they playing for? What's first place here?
First place is $4,700 and change.
Wow. And look at the cards right here. Looks like Jennifer, there we go. Jennifer's got top pair. Actually, she has top 2 pair.
She sure does.
And
she's going to win.
And Lori's going to easily throw away our pocket 4s.
Oh, my God.
No, Lori's all in.
Lori's all in.
Yeah,
I apologize.
she's all in.
There you go. Thank you.
So Lori's actually all out.
She's all out. All in, all out.
Okay, I just heard the bell sound for the limits are changing here. So what they're going to do here, they're going to stop the action. The floormen are going to take off the $25 chips because we don't need them anymore. So what I want to do real quick, David, is introduce Lupe Soto, who is in charge of the Lips Tour worldwide, and she can come on. Do we have the handheld mic? Can we use that? We're gonna see. Okay, we'll just give her your headset.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll do a little interview here real quick.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
I did them, and then when I played, I took them out. So you got to keep them.
Just put that on comfortably. Say hi. Now say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Lupe. How are you?
I'm really good.
Now listen. Tell us a little bit how the history of the Lips Tour, how it got started, when it got started, and so forth.
Okay, well, the Lips Tour, this is our inaugural year. And we started off with a poker club that was actually a mixed poker club that met online. And we used to have a men's championship and a women's championship. Well, after a while, there was a lot of discussion about how the men and the women should play together. This is not a gender-specific sport,
sure,
and we should be able to play together. Well, we thought, okay, let's do that. So we came up to monthly champions. Then we realized as women, we play differently together. We socialize different. We wanted to continue our play with ladies only. So we developed a new organization called Poker Chicks. And Poker Chicks is a poker club for women. It's the first poker club for women online. And out of Poker Chicks, we said, I bet you there's a lot of other ladies that would like to play together.
Sure.
So we got the idea of having a poker tour across the country.
Okay.
And that's how the Lips Tour started. It's the Ladies International Poker Series. It's land-based in with the casinos in the United States, and internationally because women can play online, and of course that's an international venue.
Now, I know besides money in this tournament, there's an added prize. It's a package. Can you tell us about that?
That is correct. Every player who plays in a land-based tournament, and today's is at the Bicycle Casino, and our Bicycle Casino winner will represent the Bicycle Casino at first the Lips Tour Grand Championship, which is happening in April of this year.
That's at Ocean's 11, our sister casino.
Oh,
okay.
Yes, that's correct. It's a $50,000 guaranteed prize pool at that event. They also are going to win a seat into the World Series of Poker Ladies event, the $1,000 buy-in. So they're going to be competing for not only the first place prize money, but the $3,000 package, which will cover those two events on top of their win today.
Wow, that is excellent. Well, the action started back up. We're now playing a $100 ante per person. The blinds are 3 and 600. And you've probably never seen anything like this. This is brand new also.
This is incredibly exciting.
This is a webcast. It's broadcast live over the internet. And we do this Wednesday through Saturdays from 6 p.m. till 10 p.m.
My background is in web development. And when I was exposed to this live at the bike concept, I'm telling you, this is historic. It is not happening anywhere else. It is incredible quality. I've watched it myself from my own computer at home. And when I was informed that the women's tournament was going to be featured, I couldn't be more pleased. This is very exciting.
Yes, I'm happy to do it myself. So we got history playing two parts here,
Absolutely.
One for the Lips Tour and one for Live at the Bike.
That's correct.
So now tournament like this, they play timed rounds, as you know. The viewer may not know. Each round for this tournament is 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we raise the limits again. So the longer they play, the higher the limits get, and the more luck is going to take over towards the end.
Absolutely. And what you'll find from a lot of these gals who are sitting at the final table, I kind of like to meet up with them right beforehand and learn a little bit about them. And you would be surprised how many say, it's easier to play with men than it is to play with women. Women, we all have the same instincts, so it's a real tough ball game when we're sitting at a final table. And these are some really tough gals.
I taught the gals once how to position their cards, put them on the table, and they're all doing an excellent job.
Absolutely.
The men, we got to tell them 3 or 4 times.
You'll find that the gals that do come into the Lips Tour events, many of them, this is their first live event ever.
We have two players here. That would be Deborah and Jana, seat 4 and 5. And Jana put out a small bet, and Deborah folded.
Yeah, Jenna's a tough gal. I've played with her before. I'd fold too.
On over here. So next up, I guess, is Oceanside.
No, we have. Let's see. Coming up in April, we have the Hawaiian Gardens Casino. Hollywood Park is first on the 2nd of April, and then on the 19th, the 9th of April is Hawaiian Gardens.
Well, let's just mention all our competitors here.
Yes, I know. Southern California, I just want you to know, though, that Southern California has really embraced the whole women in poker concept.
Yes,
These are
we
casinos. Bicycle Casino is the forefront. They are the example.
It definitely is.
Yes.
And be honest with you, it all started with Phyllis Carroll back in the early 90s and Sharon Silvis. They put together these Queens tournaments that we now do 4 times a year. And
my very first Queens tournament, I walked in the room, and when I saw 400 women playing together, blew my mind.
Yeah,
it
blew
was
my mind
fantastic.
too, trust me.
The most amazing thing ever.
I think our record is what, like 500 or something?
It was 493.
Yeah, 493. Okay.
I keep track of those little
That
things.
was just last year, too.
That's right. That's right. And, we really look at the Queens tournaments as being an introduction to tournament poker for women and an all-women event.
Yeah.
And the Lips Tour is a little bit of a step up because, the buy-in is higher, the prize pools are higher, and then from the Lips Tour, we really look at the granddaddy of I should say the grandma, the ladies' event of the World Series of Poker being the $1,000 buy-in. And not a lot of ladies have the fortunate opportunities to play in that. So this is an opportunity for an average player to make it into the World Series ladies event by winning one of these events.
I'm really rooting for seat number 6 here because her and her husband play here every day.
Really?
That's Lonnie. And actually, she doesn't have the best hand right now. They're head up. Lonnie and Cece. Cece in seat 1 there. They both check it down. Get a 5 of diamonds on the river, and the ace-jack's going to win this pot. He's got the best hand.
And neither one of them took a stab at stealing.
No. Well, it's kind of risky at this part.
you
don't want to make any mistakes here.
See there, they're tough.
Next prize out is probably a little over $100 or something. They're trying to get that $4,700 plus the package.
That's right.
First place. We already lost seat 3 to Lori. She's out. She didn't have a lot of chips when she came to the table. CC raises 1,600.
How much? 16 color. 1,000 more.
And Kelly's thinking about calling here. Nope, she lays it down. Ace-Jack against Ace-5. Ace-Jack twice in a row, right?
That's pretty amazing. She's printing them under the table, I think.
For all the tournament schedules upcoming, you can click on the tournament tab off our website. The new Stars and Stripes schedule is up now, which starts April 10th through May 1st. Those are $100 and $200 bet events.
Really, a minute? That's what he says. 30 seconds to a minute. How many seconds? I don't know. 2 seconds. Six more. 1,200. 6 more. Let's order pizza.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Hey, you know what? I'm all about that.
Somebody
Let's do
said,
that.
let's order pizza. That's a great idea.
It's a long tournament, you know. You come in and you sit for hours and...
Well, the funny thing is, I'm known for talking about food on this program.
Is that right?
As the guys can tell you. $1,200 is the bet.
It's like 14. Huh? I think it's 14. Isn't it like 14? Nope, sorry, you're right.
right.
Seat 2 and seat 8.
No help for anybody. Oh, shit, is that?
I'm going to hand the microphone over to David Tuckman here for a moment.
Thank you, Denny. Got a pretty exciting tournament here, huh?
You betcha.
Yeah.
And they're a lot more fun to look at, aren't they?
Yeah, they're great. Much better than a bunch of big guys, I got to tell you that.
I agree.
So we're down to 9-handed here? Yeah, no, 8-handed.
8-handed. One gal's out.
Yeah, down to 8-handed, okay. Right. Lady in seat 3 got knocked out with those pocket 4s, I saw.
That's right.
So, Lupe, how many lips events are there now? Worldwide.
Oh, my goodness.
Worldwide, nationwide. Is it worldwide yet, or is it just nation?
You know, it is international in the aspect that the land-based are done in the United States, and the international is also, it's international because it's online as well.
We got 10-5-4. Sorry to interrupt you here. So we got a couple of people that might get a little trouble here because lady in seat 1, CC's got top pair, and so does Susan. They both flop top pair, and sometimes that can be tough to get away from.
That's a tough lay down.
Yeah, she's going to have kicker problems.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. How much is it?
So I'm sorry, you were saying?
Okay.
Okay. I don't get back on the same page. I get all involved in watching this poker, and I don't want to leave it either.
Oh, and she's put
good
most of her
action.
chips in here, yeah. And the 8 comes. Not going to bail her out. Seat 6 still in there. I think, is seat 6 all in? I think so. I see a side pot there. And seat 6 is all in.
Seat 6 all in.
And she's going to have to spike a... she's got a couple of their out. She's got a 6 for a gut shot here, right?
She does.
Oh!
My goodness.
And the 9 is a big catch there at the 10-9. Wow, look at that. No help to seat 6. No help to... that is Laney in seat 6.
Yeah, Laney.
And she's going to step
That
out.
was Denny's favorite.
Good job by her. She did well
You
here.
betcha.
And what a river there for Susan, huh?
That's an amazing hand.
Wow. I always think in these tournaments, you know, a lot of it does come down to luck at the end.
Absolutely.
And but the good players put themselves in a position to get lucky.
That's correct. That's
So-
correct. They're willing to risk it.
Exactly.
They're counting their odds.
Going for the gusto.
That's right.
And then there were 7.
7 down. We have had, let's see. We're really fortunate. We've been embraced by a lot of the land-based casinos. We've been from Atlantic City to San Diego to San Jose, Minnesota. This weekend is historic for us. We've had 4 events this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, we've had
4 different events.
4
in
different
places.
events. The World Series of Poker Circuit Tour in Las Vegas at the Rio, Bay 101 at the in San Jose. We have the bicycle here today, and Canterbury Park in Minnesota today.
Wow.
So
And Susan-
it's been amazing.
Susan actually raised here with King Jack on the button. And Kelly's going to fold Queen Jack suited. She's already out. But seat 1, Cece has moved all in, and she's got, she's got a couple of cowboys.
Right on. Now that's the hand.
And King Jack's in real bad shape here. And Susan got lucky in the last one, but she's going to need a miracle to get out of here. And she does not get it. And the Kings are going to hold up. And Cece takes a commanding, takes a huge pot here. Wow, so you have 4 tournaments at the same time, just competing with each other in a weird way, I guess.
Well, no, because they're all geographically in different areas. We have Las Vegas, San Jose, Northern
Right.
California, here in Los Angeles area for the bike, and Minnesota for the Midwest.
Now, are they mostly relatively low buy-ins like this, like the $150 buy-in one, or
That-
some of them higher?
It's a medium buy-in. The Lips Tour is really focusing on getting women to step up a little bit. to go from their free rolls in the beginning, and then they move into a small buy-in, a $20 or $30 buy-in. Well, for them to fork out $150 to $200 for a tournament is a major step up.
Oh, huge. My wife plays, and I know she loves playing like the nooner nights that are like, $35, $45.
Right.
And I even told her to play today, and she said, $150. No way. I could.
You could do so much.
So
And
much
you know
with
what?
$150.
I'm glad you bring that point up, because women will let their men play the bigger tournaments where we have to play the $20 tournaments.
You know what?
And you know what?
I don't want to make myself out like I'm a great guy or anything, but I told my wife, I said, listen, I will give you the money. Go play.
Oh,
don't worry about
that's
it.
fantastic.
And she still wouldn't. She still
wouldn't?
you know what? She was busy. I don't think she wanted to come down at 12:15.
You know what? I'll tell you what. She just needs to play in one.
She
And
played
she'll
in a
get
bunch. She played in a
Has she
bunch.
in a lip store?
You know what? No, not in a lip store.
Ah, okay. Now the lip store, it's a different caliber of player.
I think there's something in her mind. She wants to she's like, I want to beat the men. And I go, okay, well, you can beat the men and the women. I
Oh,
go,
absolutely. Because when she gets really, really comfortable, I'm going to tell her, you can go home tonight and say, honey, Lupe told me to tell you, if you can beat the women, you can beat the men 10 times
I
over.
know, that's for sure. I know when I play her at home, she beats my butt. And we're not going to see a flop there. Everybody folds to the big blind.
Yeah, you bet.
That's my favorite thing in the tournament. I love when everybody folds to me.
Mm-hmm. I sometimes beg for it. Please,
Yeah.
give me a chance.
I try to do. I go, hey, you know what? I could have aces under here. You never know. Usually it doesn't work, but once in a while, hey, it's a nice little gift. I see a lot of familiar faces here. A lot of familiar faces that I've played off with in
Open event.
open events.
Mm-hmm.
And very good players.
And that's why they're at the final table.
Yeah, exactly. Without a doubt. And the big blind's got a hand here. And so does the small blind. We got ace-9 in the small blind and king-queen in the big blind. Let's see how it's played. Jennifer's going to raise it up with ace-9. Good raise. And I think Deborah's seen enough. She's going all in.
All in.
Sometimes when you're short stacked, you just got to take a stand.
Absolutely.
And I think king-queen in the big blind, that's a good enough
That's
hand
a
to
pretty
stand
good
with.
hand.
And Jennifer here, she's got enough chips to gamble a little bit. And she's actually got the lead. And flops are no help to anybody.
Nope.
Jennifer's going to... Oh, and the queen hits.
What's up?
Look at that. Deborah spikes a queen on the river and takes down the pot, and she survives.
Yay.
Hey, what happened to Lonnie?
Well, Lonnie, she got in there with pocket sevens, and unfortunately...
Gosh darn it, you get Lonnie back in there.
I'm sorry.
You got another $150 there, Danny?
Hey, listen, I want to introduce the boss's wife who played in her first tournament today. This is Claudia Cloward.
Wow.
Hi, Claudia.
Hi, Denny. Hi, group.
Well, tell us, what did you think about your first time in a tournament?
I had a ball. It was wonderful.
And you lasted pretty good, a few levels.
I made it to the 4th round. I was very proud of myself. First tournament ever.
As you should be.
So-
As you should be.
Are you hooked now?
Well, I don't know. Sharon said there was something going on down the road a piece.
You betcha. We're gonna have several more opportunities for you to play with these ladies in Southern California. So you come on out.
All right,
And look at that. The commotion. Everybody folded to Jonna, and Jonna had pocket aces in the big blind.
Oh, wow.
And everybody folded to her.
Well, Claudia, you're going to have to practice at the Play for Free site at thebike.com.
Of course. I don't know if any of you have ever played with me. I'm Harley Lady.
Harley lady, I know who you
Harley
are.
lady.
Fantastic.
Believe it or not, Claudia rides a Fat Boy Harley, just like I do.
Okay, I am not worthy. I'm doing the bow down now. That is awesome. Go. That's one of my dreams.
Oh, go for it.
I will. I will.
It's wonderful. Don't ever sit on the back. Get your own.
There's
That's
a queen
right.
5 clubs. Close up.
Claudia, thanks for coming in here, and we hope to see you at the table soon.
Thank you, and I want to thank the Lip Store. You guys did a
And,
great job. It was wonderful.
Our pleasure. Fantastic.
Deborah's moving all in there with ace jack of diamonds.
Okay.
She's putting her tournament life on the line again with a pretty good hand. She's on the button. It's only, I believe we are 7-handed, and ace jack of diamonds is a pretty good hand to put your money on the line with. Jana's going to lay down something there. We'll assume it wasn't very good. And Christy's got 7-8 of clubs. A nice hand if you can get in cheap, but you certainly don't want to put all your chips up the
No.
stable bag.
And ace jack's been really popular on this table. today.
Yeah. It's not one of my favorite hands, but you know what? When it's short-handed and you got to start moving in, sometimes you can't, you got to just pick the best one you got.
And you know what everybody says, but it was suited.
Exactly. Adds a little bit of value to it. So how long have you been playing poker?
About 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
And I too.
That's amazing. 3 years?
I
So
feel
you
very
started when you were under 21, actually.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because it's obvious you're no older than 22 or 23.
That's right.
So.
That's right. That's why my 20-year-old or 22-year-old sister/daughter's outside. But you got that right.
And Jennifer's looks like she's going to raise it now, and she's got Cowboys. And this is an interesting play. Sometimes people can pick up on this. Notice how she moved in a couple of times with weaker hands because she doesn't want to call. And there with the big Cowboys, she goes, okay, maybe I'll just raise and try to get a call. But it didn't work.
No.
Nobody fell for that.
You want to play that?
Yeah.
And Jennifer almost out of the tournament until that queen hits, and now she's built up her stack a little bit. She's back in it.
Yeah.
So when's the next Lips event?
April 2nd is Hollywood Park Casino down the road, and then
Not a very nice casino, but hey, we'll. The Lips tour is great.
and then Hawaiian Gardens is there.
Another one. Well, I mean, if you've got to go somewhere else besides
You
the
gotta
bike.
go somewhere. You know, pretty much we're just real excited that the Southern California is setting the example
Yeah.
for embracing women in poker for the country.
Well, I think it's great. Now, the winner of this event, don't they get a buy-in to the World Series ladies event?
They get two packages. One is to the Lips Tour Grand Championship, April 30th at the Ocean's 11 Casino.
Okay, which is the buy-in is for what is that?
That is a $250 buy-in for $50,000 guarantee.
Great. Okay.
And then they also receive and represent this casino. The winner today represents the bicycle at the championship and also at the Ladies World Series of Poker event.
Okay, the $1,000 buy-in.
$1,000 buy-in.
Great.
Yeah. So
That
it's a
is
$3,000
fabulous.
package on top.
Wow.
On top of
$3,000 package. How's the three?
Well, they're going to get their hotel and airfare taken care of too.
Really? What hotel they get put into?
Over at the Rio, where the World Series.
That's
is
really good because the Rio, I've already,
It's swanky.
you know, I've already inquired about rooms there for the World
Yeah,
Series, and even
honey.
though it's July and June, they're charging an arm and a leg.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you. Well, that's great.
They understand what they're getting here.
And airfare too.
And the really cool thing is that these gals would never have dreamed of being able to play in that event.
Of course not. It's great. And we got a small blind versus the big blind here. And nobody's got anything. Deborah's got best hand with ace high. Let's see how she plays. She's going to check around. Third clubs comes out there now, and Cece picks up a flush draw. I don't think she likes it, but she does have a flush draw. And she picks up the four.
I don't think she realizes she has the best hand, though.
Well, she's going to bet it.
Tough gal.
And this is one of those bets a nice play by CC. This is one of those bets at the end where I kind of go, I don't like to bet it at the end there because I'm going, well, I'm only going to get called by a hand that can beat me.
Right.
And since I got a pair, there's no point in betting it.
Absolutely.
And it's almost as if she didn't hit her four, then I want the bet. In a weird way.
Well, she was able to see the free cards.
Yeah, without a doubt. Deborah gave her the chance to see that four in the river.
That's right.
And sometimes when you have position and you have the ace, you just got to take advantage. Be aggressive.
Absolutely.
And the button is in seat 9. Kelly's got the button. I'm going to muck around to her. She's got a king high. Probably thinking if she wants to... oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Seat 8 has actually moved all in. Susan moved all in with king 10. And nobody's got much of anything. She's going to take it down with the king 10. There it is.
Nice move. She needed to get some chips.
Yeah. And sometimes you don't realize that sometimes, nobody likes king 10, but sometimes you think, if your cards are live, even if somebody calls you with ace jack and you have king 10, you're not in that bad shape.
No.
Maybe you're a 60-40 underdog. And
That's right.
that's not that bad. Sometimes you just got to gamble up a little bit and be aggressive and take a chance. So what was the turnout for today's tournament?
Today we had 90 players.
90 players, that's
90
excellent.
players, yes, it is. Actually, it's a little low for our tournaments, but I really strongly believe that the reason is this is the first weekend of spring break. You know how many ladies they have kids at home now.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to take them on vacations and all this other stuff.
I forgot with Easter and
Yeah. So we've got a lot of gals doing, family vacationing kind of things.
Without a doubt. And ace queen. Nice raise with ace queen. Takes it down.
Hey, she folded the ace four.
Yes.
Good girl.
Good fold. Good fold. We've seen a couple of players here make really strong laydowns. We saw before Kelly lay down ace five when she was raised by ace jack, and here raised and ace rag is if push comes shove, you can play it, but it's not a very good hand.
But it was suited.
Right, exactly.
I'm just really glad she didn't play it.
First place here is $4,700, over $4,700.
That's great.
Not bad for a $150 buy-in, huh?
That's right.
Wow. And Kelly's picked up pocket aces. And she hasn't played very many hands, so she should get the respect of the rest of the players at the table.
1,200.
And in seat 2, Jennifer is thinking about it. She's mulling it over.
No, it's 1,200.
She's got a lot of chips, so she might want to gamble a little bit. And she picks up king, queen of clubs. She's thinking about what to do here.
She's got position, too.
She's got position. She's going to call. Short-handed king, queen of clubs is not a bad hand. In this case, she's actually in pretty bad shape, but doesn't know it.
Right. Well, maybe not.
And wow, well, this is interesting. The aces hit their set, and the king, queen of clubs picks up a flush draw.
How much?
2,000.
Now, the ace of clubs is in Kelly's hand, which gives her only 8 outs. The king, queen only has 8 outs here.
I'm all in.
All in.
And I like the play by Kelly here.
Call.
This much. How much? This is 2.
Oh, my God.
And it's a nice play. She check raised her there, trying to trap her a little bit. And she's a good favorite here. She's probably about a 70-30 favorite. Plus, she has the redraw, just in case the club does come. She has a redraw to a full house. Look at us, Denny. We got a set of aces versus the king high flush draw. And Jennifer is going to quickly call.
She's going to call her. Oh, my gosh. She's going to have a
Wow. And look at that.
Nope.
No help. 7 of diamonds.
This could be exciting.
And the queen. No help.
Oh,
And a set of aces take it down. Nice play by Kelly.
Nice play. That must have just been a heartbreaker when she saw those pockets. The pocket rockets are king.
Yeah, of course. Well, I think Jennifer, once Kelly goes over the top on her there, I think Jennifer at least puts her on an ace, maybe ace king or ace queen or something like that. But she still says, hey, a club comes, I'm going to win.
That's right.
So,
Well, she just won about 4,000 there, it looks like.
probably
more than that.
Yeah, it was 2,000 raise, so probably close to a 6,000 pot. Because there was a raise pre-flop as well. Could put Kelly as the chip leader now, actually. Kelly and Cece and Christy in seat 7 seem to have the most chips right now. Once again, the blues are 100 and the orange are 500, I believe.
Yes.
Nice raise.
1,600.
Kelly's got
Playing
ace
the
queen of
rush.
spades. Playing a rush.
For 2 more.
And everybody's getting away from the getting out of the way of the Kelly locomotive here.
And that psychology, she's still stacking the chips from the last hand.
Right,
Don't
exactly.
show your cards. Keep them guessing.
Sometimes that's actually a tell. I like to look at it. If somebody is stacking their chips and plays the next hand, it usually says strength. Because generally speaking, if they're doing something else and they're still playing, that means they've got a big hand. Because they're certainly not bored.
No.
She's got chips all over the place. Small
Oh, yeah,
stacks, tall stacks.
She's trying to build.
Put the orange ones over here and the blue ones
Well, she's
over
about 6'2". I know Kelly, and I think she's trying to build a taller tower than herself.
All in.
And Jennifer's going all in. She's got ace. She's got an ace-8. She's making a stand here, seeing if she can steal the blinds and the antes.
And she can.
Like she does. She's got just enough to threaten you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, sometimes you gotta move in there before you're not a threat.
That's correct.
You know, if you wait too long, then nobody's scared of you anymore, and they'll call you with any 2 cards. You got a picture of Max in the background there?
Max, our writer.
Max, our writer. He writes in Card Player. And he covers almost all the final tables here at the Bicycle Casino, right?
Yeah. Our majors.
Major
He
tournaments.
does this one, Legends of Poker.
Right, exactly. Our 2 biggest tournaments.
Sometimes Big Poker October.
Okay.
We do a daily report, which he lets us know what happened the night before, so the players can come in the next day and read all about it.
And the small blind's going to just smooth call. Big blind calls as well. We'll see a flop. We've got Jack Deuce versus King Deuce. The King Deuce has a flush draw, actually.
800.
King Deuce of clubs. That's Kelly right there. There we go. And she's going to take it down. Nice bet. Nice bet. Not only did she have the best hand with King High, she also had the flush draw. And Susan in seat 8, she's on life support there.
Kelly's starting to really dominate the table.
She only played about 3 hands.
That's all
Been
it's
very
taken.
patient. Yeah. And there's a close-up of Susan there. She's starting to counter her stack there, and she's getting a little anxious, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like the pressure's wearing on her.
Right. Well, she realizes she's got to make a move at some point here. Actually, seat 5, I didn't realize Jana's got a big stack of oranges there as well, so she's in really good shape as well.
Raise 2,000.
Oh, yeah, that's 10,000 right there.
Oh, and Deborah's got big slick, and she jumps right in there. Jana's got 6-5 of clubs. She likes the hand. I don't think she likes it for 2,000, though.
No.
And I apologize. Actually, Cece had big slick, and Deborah was raising with Queen 10 of spades. And look at that flop. She hits the Queen, and nobody has a heart in the hand, so Queen is good.
Check. All in.
And Cece can't really call this here. She only has ace high with no heart.
No. I'd be really surprised if she called. But it's so hard to lay
Right.
that down.
I'm actually surprised of a pre-flop play. Maybe she was trying to trap her with a big hand like that. I'm surprised she didn't move in right before the flop. But she probably saved herself some chips by doing that.
I agree.
You know, this is part of the winning of the green schedule. We had another tournament today, the Omaha High-Low Split 500 buy-in.
I just saw Bart.
93 players, and Bart just walked in. They're on a break.
Okay, good.
He said he has the most chips, so he's
Really?
like chip leader.
Oh, great.
Now, that's my event right there.
Of course.
You're an Omaha player,
Omaha
huh?
High-Low Pot
I
Limit
hate
is
that
my
There you go.
game.
myself.
Oh, I love it.
Of course, I helped. I had a piece of Bart last tournament when he got knocked out in the first round. This
Oh.
tournament when he's chip leader,
Sure, you
I
got
don't have
nothing.
anything.
Well, you
And-
always play tighter with your own money.
Exactly. Cece's got 10-4 in the small blind. She doesn't want to give it up, but at the same time, she doesn't like her hand. She's trying to think of what to do here. Jennifer's got 6-5, and she's going to give it to her.
Cece's going, oh, I could have bluffed you.
Right. That's actually not a bad play because Jennifer's got some chips there, and one of the biggest mistakes I often see in these tournaments is small blind and big blind errors where people just lose too much of their stack
Right.
trying to, wait a second.
Well, I'm halfway in there. I might as well call.
Yeah,
You know?
or raising with a marginal hand because they figure the big blind can't have anything.
Right.
Is there a terminal out in the floor where the folks can see the play as well?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, good. I was wondering.
That would be a little unfair, I think.
My assistant who's sitting here next to me, Vicki, her and I both speak in sign language. And so I'm sitting there going, oh my gosh, what if they have this out there?
And a couple of big hands here. Cece's going to raise with King, Queen of clubs. Jennifer's got to be put to the test. She's got Queen 10 of diamonds. like you said, it's suited. And sometimes that can be a tough hand to get away from in a short-handed game. She's really thinking about it right now.
I think that.
And she mucks.
Yeah.
And this is a tough one for Deborah. What is she going to do with ace high?
She's moving all in, I think. Or she just call. I can't.
She's smooth
No,
called.
she still has, she has chips.
She's smooth called there. And not a bad flop for King Queen clubs.
Not at all.
All in.
And Deborah's put in a spot where she has to lay down.
CC must have
She went all in.
said all in.
Yeah.
I don't have headset, so I can't hear what's
Right.
going on.
Nice play by CC
Put a
there.
little pressure on.
It was. Deborah actually had the best hand at the moment, but CC was the favorite. Well, that was nice.
Yeah.
Can we do that again?
This is so exciting. These gals are going to be able to go back and watch this on their
Isn't it
computers
great?
and see what kind of play they had, what they folded, where they saw their game. This is phenomenal.
This technology. I cannot get over it every night.
It's amazing.
Especially for most of us have just been dreaming, going, "Oh, I wish I want to get to the final table of the World Poker Tour so I can see myself."
Exactly.
And
You
for
see
most
how
of
you
us,
would play.
for most of us, even the best players in the world, it's
Don't get
really
this opportunity.
it's really difficult.
Absolutely.
But hey, this is great for them,
It's a poker lesson.
without a doubt. And it's fun. You can save this, you can put it on a DVD and have it forever.
Right.
You know. And Cece's taking control. And look at that, she's
Sure is.
raising. This is pretty much a steal. She's got Queen 4 spades. She's going to try to use her. She's got a lot of chips, and she's going to try to use that to her advantage. And Jennifer's seen enough. She's calling with ace. She's moving all in with ace 3. She thinks Cece is on the steal, and she's going to be aggressive. Nice play by Jennifer here. Nice play by Jennifer. Well done.
Awesome.
Really nice play. The coming over the top play in a tournament is one of the biggest plays you can do. It's really a strong play. Because unless you've got a big hand, it's tough to come back at them. Nice play by Jennifer.
That was fantastic. Put the pressure on.
Big blind. 1,000.
Once again, this is we are at the Bicycle Casino. This is the Lips Tour, and this is a final table of a $150 buy-in tournament, and we are down to the final 7 players.
This is history in the making.
History in the making, exactly. First place is over $4,700, and Christy's going all in. She's seen enough. She's moving all in. She's got Queen 10.
Queen 10.
And I can spy around here. Deborah's got an ace in her hand. Let's see what she does. And wow, Jennifer's got pocket 8s.
Good lay down.
Yes. Yeah, it was only a few extra for Christy to call, so she's going to do it. And Susan's on the, see what she can do, see if she can stay in there. She's got to spike a queen. And it's a Queen 9. And that's no help for anybody. The pocket 8s are still good. Queen 9, Susan's picked up a gut shot straight draw here. And look at that. That's going to kill the pocket 8s. Ace high is actually the best hand now.
Yep.
And the 3 has no help, and Christy's going to take it down with ace high. I think she thinks she has the best hand. She's going to make it. Nice fold by Jennifer.
Side putt first.
Queen high's no good. Ace high's going to get it, and that's unfortunate for Susan there. Well done by her. Good job.
Good job.
I'd applaud for her, but she can't hear
I
me.
know. She really, this is a great finish for her.
Yeah?
Really great finish for her, yeah. She's been trying to get to a final table for a while now, and that's a really good play.
Well, good for her. That's great. I mean, some people can look at the last hand and go, Queen 9, why did she do that? But the next hand was her big blind, so it was either that hand or the next hand.
Right.
And I like the play because of that. Queen 9 it's an above average hand, and you can get lucky. And we're down to 6. And it seems like we're pretty even when it looks down to the 6 people. Everybody's got chips.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 people. 6 people.
6 people.
Oh, they're getting some money, honey.
Looks like about $575 for her 7th place finish.
You know, it's very, very hard to go out and be excited until you get the money in your hand. You go, oh, well, I made some money.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's better than a kick in the ass, right?
That's right.
And Christie's picked up Big Slick in the small blind. And she's going to smooth call the raise from seat 5. Jana raised with ace-9 of hearts, which is not a bad raise in a short-handed game, especially on a button. And Christie's smooth called with Big Slick. And she's not going to mess around. She's going to fire right at the pot.
Yeah, she doesn't know if she's up against a pair or not.
Actually, no pair yet.
No, I know. She doesn't know that
Right.
she's not up against one. She's got to do something.
She's in pretty good shape
Test
right
the water.
now. Yeah, she's in pretty good shape. And Jana says, nice bet.
Yeah.
And it was a nice
she
bet.
couldn't call it. They're not gonna mess around when they've got a prize package of this nature on the table.
No, we're talking about $4,700 now. The $4,700 is the $3,000 package in excess of the $4,700?
That's correct.
So we're talking about first place is really almost $8,000.
That's correct.
Poopy, one more time, break down what that package includes.
The winner today will represent the Bicycle Casino at the Lips Tour Grand Championship, which is April 30th at Ocean's 11 Casino in Oceanside. That's on April 30th. It's a $250 buy-in plus 30, and it's a $50,000 prize guarantee. Additionally, the winner will represent the Bicycle Casino at the Ladies World Series of Poker event, $1,000 buy-in. This also includes their hotel and airfare. So it's a really big package that they're playing for here. It's not just $4,700.
That's very strong.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I want to make like Dustin Hoffman and enter the tournament.
Well, I was going to say I want to be like Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire.
Either way.
Yeah.
You look at that.
She's more my size anyway.
Did I date myself by bringing up Tootsie there? I don't know.
Well, you do know that at one time at the Bicycle here, when Phil Gordon brought his cronies and they came in drag for a ladies' event, do you know about that?
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah, he came in. They were all in nylons and dresses and lipstick and their beards. It was hysterical. and they were invited in to play in the ladies' tournament, all in good fun, and they got knocked out big time.
Good for them.
Every time they got knocked out, it was a big round of applause.
The only one I remember is one of the first Queens tournaments we ever had. A gentleman by the name of Dennis Derecchio used to work here, and he was like the marketing guy, promotions guy, real happy-go-lucky personality, and he would dress in drag for these Queens tournaments, and we let him play.
There you go.
But the women love Dennis.
Absolutely.
Dennis is a great guy.
Well, they'll love him up until the point that he tries to take some of their money.
Yeah,
Then they're going to
right.
say, hon, it ain't no way happening today.
Well, isn't that true in real life marriage?
That's right.
Last couple of hands, just a quick recap there. Jennifer took it down uncontested with Ace King, and then Jana took it down with Pocket Deuces. Took down the pot uncontested. Deborah seems to be on the ropes here right now. She's getting dangerously low. She's in the big blind there. Blinds look like they're 400, 800?
Raise it.
With a 100 ante? Or is it 5, 1,000?
It's a 183.6.
3-6, thank you very much. And Jana's going to raise it again. This time she's got a real hand. She's got Ace Queen. And I have a feeling Deborah's going to make a stand here with Pocket Sevens.
Yeah, C4 Pocket Sevens.
But Kelly's got a real hand, actually. She's got Pocket Jacks. And she's got to try to think of how she wants to play it. It's a big hand. And this is a great lesson for any of you watching at home. You see how she's really taking her time
That's right.
And she's really thinking about it. It's a the first place is $8,000, and she doesn't want to rush into it.
I'm all in.
And there she goes. She thinks about it, and she goes, I'm all in. Nice play by her.
And she's telling the table that she took her time.
Exactly. And Deborah's going to throw away sevens. Nice lay down by her.
That's excellent.
I got to tell you, I probably would have called at that hand, and I would have lost.
Yeah.
So nice play by Deborah.
She's done that a couple of times now. That's really, really good play.
Well, she figures a raise and a re-raise all in. The sevens can't possibly be good.
That's right.
Probably up against tens or jacks, or maybe even better.
Mm-hmm.
And now Jana's got to really think about it. Is she up against jacks or tens, or is she up against ace king? And actually, she's ace queen is easily dominated. She's really got to think about it. Does she want to gamble? Kelly's a pretty tight player. I can't see Kelly moving in with a worse hand than ace queen.
$8,400 she has.
Jana's got enough she can get away from this hand.
If you're going to go all in, you need one at least ace queen or better. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things you just look at it and go, I know I'm an underdog. It's just how much of an underdog am I?
Right.
If Kelly's got queens, kings, or aces, then you're in really bad shape. With jack, she's about a coin flip. Not quite. Nice play by Kelly here, regardless of what happens.
That's right. Ace queen is a fantastic hand until somebody puts you all in.
And she calls.
She's going to take that risk.
She calls, and she's in better shape. She's going to like what she has, I think. She's going to like to see the jacks because at least she's got outs.
2 overcards. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And a king. That does no help there. 10. She's got more outs now. Oh, and there's the ace. Ace on the river.
Man. Oh, wow.
I lose any race. It doesn't matter.
Oh, and
So do I
tough
have
luck
anything
for
left?
Kelly.
I think you do. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I think she had her covered.
The 10 on the
a
turn actually
huge
gave her a
hand.
couple of more outs. Actually, the jack, believe it or not, would have gave her the straight as well.
That's right.
So a jack, a queen, or an ace on the river would have gave it to her. And that's just tough luck. Kelly played it well.
It is.
She got her money in with the best of
and
it.
And she knows that.
Yeah.
It was the luck of the draw at that point.
Right. And there's also a big difference between calling when you're in a race or moving in with a race.
Right, right.
Looks like she took off about $7,000 from it.
Yeah. And that puts Jana in real good shape.
That's right.
Kelly's got about, maybe 1,400 left.
Yeah. Wing and a prayer. I've seen people come back though. One chip.
I sure have to.
One chip. It's all you need.
Okay, I've got to tell you, last night, World Series of Poker event, Lives Tour event in the circuit tour at the Rio.
Mm-hmm.
We had 3 gals left. The Chipley are in major command through pretty much most of the tournament. She got taken down, and the gal who won it was all the way down to 2 chips.
There you go. See?
So, and I kept telling there was a bunch of guys. I'll tell you, the men just love to be the railbirds on the final tables with the ladies.
Kelly's moving in. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No problem.
Kelly's moving in there with King 10 of clubs, and I think that's a good play there. And she's in good shape. She's in real good shape. Oh,
Seat 5, seat 9.
thank you very much. There you go. She's in really good shape, and she's going to double up. And there you go, right away. She gets the chips back, she gets the antes, she gets the big blind back. There you go, Kelly. I'm sorry, continue.
That's okay.
You were saying she was down to 2 chips.
That's correct. And a lot of the gentlemen, were watching the game. There was a fellow that was sitting behind me watching, and he said, she might as well just go all in because she isn't going to win anything. And I turned to him and said, excuse me, honey, anything can happen with a chip and a chair. And about the 7th time that she doubled up in a row, I turned to him and said, now you got something to say?
Right, there you go. I've often seen, well, men and women, but I've often seen men do that where they go, whatever, I don't want to sit here for all day with one chip. I'll just throw it in there. Mm-hmm. You go, no, wait till a good hand comes.
That's right.
Why not? Give it a shot.
As best as you can.
And we are at 6-handed here, the final table at the Bicycle Casino, of the $150 buy-in no limit event.
Mm-hmm.
Lips event. Thank you. Jennifer's going to raise with ace 5. Jan is going to throw away ace 3. Nice lay down. And Christy doesn't have much in the big blind here. She's got to throw it away. Nice play by Jennifer to take it down.
All of our gals with their lips on look so great.
Yeah, I will say I do this every night, and I hope I don't offend anybody by sounding sexist, but this is by far the best looking table I've ever commentated for.
You bet. We have a photographer that travels around, and she does the.
You guess she had a lips calendar.
Honey, you got a good idea there.
Sign me up. I'll be your first buyer.
Your first buyer.
And Deborah's got pocket 9s. I think she's going to move all in here. And she does. It's a nice hand to move in with.
Well, I tell you.
And Kelly's picks up a bunch of hooey in seat 9. She's going to muck it. And Deborah takes it down. I tell you, this is some of the soundest play I've seen.
Yes.
Really, really. I mean, I can't fault any play yet.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. The gals that are going out because they needed to make a play.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even. I mean, Janet got lucky with the ace queen, but she could look at it and go, "Hey, she could have jacks or 10s." And you know what? When you count the odds in there, it's actually a good call if you put her on jacks or below.
Did you see the last couple hands? Yeah, it's okay.
One of the other really unique things about women playing together is they're very supportive of each other.
Yeah?
Yeah, they talk really good stuff to each other. There's a lot of laughing going on, a lot of hugging. I mean, you don't see that happening at the final tables and a lot of times. And, they share phone numbers and when are you going to play next? And it's really, it's a real good sisterhood almost.
Deborah's moving in again with pocket 7s.
Ooh, there she goes.
She realized she's got to make some noise here, and she's got pocket 7s. Pocket pair is, especially 6-handed, pocket pair is usually the best hand.
That's right.
In this case, Kelly's got pocket 3s, and that is not the best hand.
I hope she folds.
Right. And once again, it's one of those things where it's nice to move in with a small pocket pair, but not always great to call with a small pocket pair.
No. It's terrible to call.
And Kelly's going to call. She's going to gamble. She's going to hope that Deborah has ace-king. Unfortunately, we know she doesn't.
I felt it in my mind ages ago.
Let's see if she can spike a 3.
Well,
if not, she's going to be exiting 6th place, I believe. No help yet. And no help.
Oh, there she goes.
Valiant effort from Kelly. She's going to get knocked out 6th place. Well done.
She was doing incredibly well in this tournament. Took a couple of big beats.
Nice playing with you guys. Nice playing.
And it all comes down to, if the ace doesn't come on the river, she's the chip leader.
That's
so
right.
that's what these tournaments are. Sometimes luck is involved. And we're down to 5-handed. Getting exciting. And one of the reasons I don't like to call with pocket 3s personally is because even if you are a favorite, you're a very small favorite.
Oh, yeah. Anything beats you.
Well, because you figure there's no way they're going to have undercards.
No.
So they're going to have at least 2 overcards. And sometimes you're a big underdog if they happen to have 7s or 9s or whatever like that. And
nice little payday for her, though.
Yeah, well done by her. And I believe Cece moved all in there. She didn't actually move her chips in there, but she just verbally declared all in.
Right.
And takes down the pot. I'm just going to guess she had pocket queens. Because we really have no idea. And there's Kelly. Kelly getting her money.
This is such an amazing feature that the bike has put out. I'm sitting here in total awe.
Oh, great. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Well, the great thing is we actually have Wednesday through Saturday, 6 to 10. Mm-hmm. We have live at the bike, which is actually live cash games.
Right. Oh,
every
cash
night,
games?
Live cash games. Oh. Every night we have our $100 buy-in no-limit game, our $200 buy-in no-limit game, the $500 no-limit buy-in game. Plus we put limit games. Like last night, for example, we had the 20-40 Hold'em game. up
Sitting
there.
it there. Oh, wow.
I mean, first of all, it's entertaining. Second of all, it's such a great venue to learn.
Right.
I mean, I'm sitting here watching, commentating. I'm learning so much
Absolutely.
about plays and going, wow.
And not only for those that are watching them, but those of them who go home and watch themselves.
Oh, without a doubt.
They will say, "Oh, what did I do there?"
All you got to do is go to www.thebike.com, click on Live at the Bike, and as long as you have a decent internet connection, you can watch it live streaming cash games. It's actually the first and only webcast
Absolutely.
of live cash games
Yes.
in the world. And Christy, I'm scared of Christy personally. Cece moves all in. Cece's seen enough. She's got pocket nines, and she is ahead. Let's see what happens here. Jan is thinking about it. Not really, though. She mucks. And now Christy's put to the test. Does she call with king, queen? It's about 50-50 here, but she doesn't know that.
No.
And king, queen is one of those hands that's easily dominated.
It's not the strongest hand in the world to be calling.
Right. And in this case, she's in decent shape, but she doesn't know that.
That's 3, okay? 46?
46-1.
Right, 46-1.
And sometimes what it comes down to is just how many chips the person has, and
Right.
am I
and
pot committed in it,
Exactly.
and can that person cripple me?
Just open your cover.
And Christy calls. She realized she thinks that the chips are there. I have to call. And we got a race. King, queen versus nines.
Winner's going to have a nice pot
Yeah.
chip stack.
And no help there. A couple of spades.
Well, it's 2 pairs still.
2 pairs going to be good. Aces and nines so far. And there's an 8. No help. And a 10. And the nines are going to hold up. CC's still alive.
Nice little pot there, Cece.
Now, in right hindsight, being 2020, obviously anybody can look at it and go, oh, well, king, queen. All you need is a king or a queen. But she could have very easily been up against, what, ace, king,
That's
ace,
right.
queen.
Or a higher pocket pair.
Right. Queens or kings.
Mm-hmm.
And Christy watching her chips go to CC in seat 1.
Good hand.
And that's nice. That's real classy. I got to tell you, see, I don't know many guys that do that.
No.
That look over and go, actually smile when they lose the hand and go, hey, good hand.
Nice hand.
Nice play.
Yeah.
I
You
see
did
guys
good
going,
there.
yeah.
Ooh, and more.
Right, exactly.
Well, I'll tell
Children
you,
could be watching
and-
this, so I don't want to get there.
There is an eventually there's an opportunity for somebody to not be so kind at the table, but I'll tell you, the other women will put them in check.
Good.
Yep.
Well, this game, I think this game, we're in a great growth period of poker. And personally, I'd like to see the class come into the game and the crass go out of the game.
Well, I believe that one of the classiest ladies in poker today is Maureen. I can say her name. Feduniak. She is an amazing player, and she played in our tournament last night. She showed us what it's like.
Yeah. I was actually offended for her. I'm watching. I think CC actually raised in seat 1 with Ace Jack. Good play by there. She's got a lot of chips, and she's going to push it now. Christy's thinking about it. No, she's not actually. She's got 8 deuce.
She's just looking like she's thinking about
Yeah,
it.
I had to go down to the camera and see exactly what she had to see if she was really thinking or not. But I was actually offended. I was watching the World Series of Poker broadcast. I think it was like the 2003 one about Maureen. And the thing that offended me was they talked about her and her husband as, they were going through dead money. And they classified her as one of the dead money. They said the Feduniaks, both of them have played for 10 years, and they've never finished the money there, and that they're dead money. And I'm going, well, wait a second. Maureen finished at the final table of the party poker boat.
Party,
the $1 million one. I see her numerous times at the Bicycle Casino finishing at final tables in the money. If she's dead money, what am I?
Oh, honey, she is an excellent poker player.
Exactly. I'm going. So, that was kind of, I was like, I'm looking at ESPN thinking, why don't you guys do a little research before you say that? Come on.
They didn't know who they were talking about.
Right, exactly. And nice steal there by Jana. She's got 8-7 offsuit. And sometimes it's not a terrible thing to throw in a small raise on the button there because it's one of those things going, well, if I do get called, I have position.
We've been really supported by the women in poker that are established. And today we had an excellent showing and support from Susie Isaacs.
Right.
She came down and played in this tournament today. And wow, what a classy lady she is.
Mm-hmm.
She's been instrumental in the growth of women in poker.
Well, great. When I first started working at the bike, a lot of the women that work here and that I know that are in the poker world really took me under their wing.
Uh-huh.
And I really appreciate women like Barbara Enright.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of them like that are just really classy people and great poker players.
Mm-hmm.
And I certainly thank them for their help toward me.
Right, and I give kudos to a lot of the ladies that are in the back end of poker.
Right.
I mean, we have
Nice raise by Jennifer there with Queen Jack suited. Forces Jennifer to throw away her pocket deuces. And some of you people at home can look at it and go, well, but she had pocket deuces. It's a better hand than Queen Jack. But how do you play it? She's out of position,
right.
And you know overcards are going to come. So if she doesn't hit her set, she's in a lot of trouble.
Exactly. You're not going to win much.
Right, exactly.
99% of the time.
I mean, the only time you get lucky is if flop happens to come out, Queen 5 deuce. And the odds of that are slim.
It's a desperation raise when you have deuces.
Exactly. Hey, it's one thing if you move in with deuces, but you certainly don't want to call with them.
I'm all in. She's holding.
And Christy's moving in.
What does she have there?
She's got, looks like a pair of sevens.
A pair of sevens. Oh, I don't know if these others will call.
She's holding you. She call.
And she's going to call. She's got ace queen. It's a race. She's got a lot of chips. And wow, Jennifer's thinking about it with ace 9 suited. And this is a hand I think she has to lay down after.
Although she just challenged her, didn't she?
Right. Well, see, Christy moved in, and then CC calls, and to overcall with just ace 9 is you've got to know that it's no good. You're up against definitely one pair and maybe a bigger ace. And in this case, she's up against both.
Yes, that's for sure.
And you get ace queen versus sevens, and I think Jennifer's patting herself on the back for laying down ace 9.
Yes.
And, that's not a terrible flop. A 10 is also going to help her. And, no, it does not come, and the sevens hold up.
Give my money back.
A 10 would have helped, would have given her a straight,
Total, I think.
and an ace and a queen obviously would have helped her as well. But
Yeah.
Did you hear that? She says, "Give me my money back." And the last hand, she took her down for a big pot, so
Right.
she's getting her chips back from her.
I think Christy was just thinking, hey, you're just borrowing my chips, just holding them for me for a
Those
little
had
bit.
my name on them.
Yeah. I'm going to get them back with interest now.
That's cute.
It's going to be a $300 ante.
And we're raising it up to.
Ante line will be $500 and $1,000.
Okay, we go up to here. This is where the game is going to get fast and furious here. The antes are $300 a hand, and the blinds are $500, $1,000. So we only have 5 handed here. You can add it up pretty quick. We got $1,500. It's going to cost $3,000 to play a round.
That's expensive when your chips are low.
Yeah, $3,000 to play a round, but pretty much about $600 a hand. If you look at it that way. And Jennifer in seat 2 and Deborah in seat 4 are our shortest stacks.
Okay.
Yeah. One and a 2. Big 2,000.
The big line is $2,000.
And you keep that in mind when the pot is already $3,000. You have to keep that in mind when you're trying to raise what you can raise, what can you steal with.
Raise.
Cece's going to raise with King Queen.
4,000.
4,000. Nice raise. She's raising 4 times the big blind. And Jan has only got 3-4 hearts.
She'll be folding. Give that idea that she's going to.
Now 3-4 of hearts is a hand that I love to play in a no limit cash game if I can limp in.
You got to limp.
You know, and you
counting
see,
any raises
and you can
with
see
that.
if you can get a nice cheap pot there. Although I actually won one of my biggest pots ever in a no limit game. I was playing the 500 game here, and I had 4-5 of hearts, and I was on the button, and a very predictable player raised in the big blind. And I pretty much knew he had aces or kings, but he only raised it like $30. I was in for 5 already. I said, and he had a lot of money behind him. We both did. And I said, hey, you know what? For $30, let me take a chance. And the flop comes out. I don't know. Somebody was like shining on me. The flop comes out 4-4-5.
They probably were. He was like, come over to your side of the table and have a chat with you.
Exactly. And sure enough, he had kings, and he couldn't get away from them.
Man, that's too bad.
And that's one of the few reasons why you want to play that. But in a tournament like this, you'd never play it with the blind so high.
No. Not if you really are interested in that prize package.
No, exactly.
Ooh.
And Cece's going to keep pushing it. She likes to play aggressive.
Cece's going to call, and that's my favorite hand right there.
Your favorite hand, Jack 9?
Jack 9 suited. I don't know why.
Really?
Don't ask me why. It's not a strong hand.
Wow.
But I
Jennifer,
win with it all the time.
Look at this. Look at this action here, folks. This is interesting. Seat 7 raised it with King 10 of diamonds. Oh, I'm sorry. They have big blind. Cece called with Jack 9. She wanted to see a flop. Jennifer moves in with Ace Jack of spades. I like the play. Deborah has no choice. She's got ladies. She's got queen. She moves in. And now the King 10 quickly folds. Jack 9's going to quickly fold.
Jack 9's going to fold.
And we're down to Ace Jack versus the queens. And Jennifer's down to 3 out. She's got to hit an ace. Oh, and there it is. But a club comes? No club.
Oh.
She did have the redraw for a club, but did not come.
Wow. Told you that Ace Jack's been hot tonight.
Yeah. Jack 9 would have made 2 pair also, but it wouldn't have been any good.
Not the good one.
And look at that. She was drawing to just 3 outs, but she hit it on the turn. And then, actually, that did not knock her out.
She had her covered.
She had her covered, obviously. She's down to pretty much, it looks like about 5,000 or so. We can look at the stacks there. Most players keep their stacks at 20, so you can look at Christy there. She looks like she has about 12,000, I'm going to guess, in chips. CC there has probably got about 13 or 14,000, somewhere in that range. Maybe a little less. Jennifer's in good shape right now, especially with those overcalls. And shortest at the table is obviously Deborah. She's only probably got about 5 or 6,000 there, maybe 5,000. And she's moving in.
So is there 100 chips in the blue and 500 chips in the orange?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
And she's counting it up there. She's got King Jack of clubs there. It's a nice hand to move in with, especially 5-handed. And this has been like a heavyweight boxing match.
Yes, it is. They're just
nobody's taking. I mean, once one person takes control, the next person gives them a shot. This is a great tournament. Great final table.
No holds barred today.
Nah, just when you think somebody's going to take control of the table, the other person comes back. And Christy's thinking if her ace is good. I'm really thinking. And this she might actually be thinking about. It's only about another 5,000, and she's trying to think: is my ace good? Is my ace good? And she mucks it.
It's really tough to call a
without a doubt
ace rag.
And CC's got Queen Deuce here offsuit. It's a pretty bad hand.
Yeah.
She's got live cards. I can give her that.
Good move.
Nice move by Deborah there. And for you folks at home, I will get the names down right when the tournament ends. I promise you that.
Ooh, you hear some cheering going on. People got some fans.
Right. Hey, Christy's in the on the button there. CC on the small blinds, and Jennifer in the big blind. Big blind there. Can we get a close-up of the big blind? I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is. They said it was 500, 1,000, but it looks like it's more than that. Big blind, seat 2, sorry. There we go. Yeah, it is more. You know what? That is actually 800, 1,600. I thought it was. So the blinds are actually 816, which is 2,400 plus the 1,500 round. It's actually 3,900 to play around.
It's expensive to play at this level.
Yeah. Well, they got to make sure the way these ladies are playing, if they didn't make it expensive, this thing would go on for 4 days.
They're not making it very many foolish calls at all.
No, not at all.
Raise it up.
And you can see there, Jennifer's got ace-10 in the small blind. Jan is going to move in there. She's got, I believe, pocket sevens. Been a favorite here at the table, huh?
They held up last time.
I've never seen so many pocket sevens.
They're printing ace jack and pocket sevens under the table.
It looks like it. Mm-hmm. This deck must have 7 of them or something like that. And I think she's just going to call. And we're going to see a flop. Playing ace-10 out of position is a tough hand to play. Let's see how she does it.
Well,
She
got a
flops,
piece
she
of it.
flops middle pair. Now how does she play it? That's always how it's interesting.
She's got to go in strong.
And she does. Nice play. And it's real tough for sevens to call here.
Not a good flop for me.
She's had some tough luck on them flops.
And it's a good
Nice
laydown there.
laydown.
And you can see her stack there. She looks like she's got about maybe 6. Maybe that's, she looks like she still has probably about 12,000 or 13,000 because those oranges are 500s. Nice play there by Jennifer. If you're going to call with ace-10, you better make the move once if you hit it.
We need to put little pieces of tape on all the little positions that we can see, so you just see who they are.
I'm pretty good. Once in a while, I just look. Got CC in seat 1, Jennifer in seat 2,
Well,
Deborah in
know
seat
that-
3, Jana in seat 4, and Christy in seat 7. Look at that.
There you go. I my hat's off to you because I'm just sitting there going, well, the gal in red, you know. Has
Right.
She's holding.
And Christy is going all in.
What's she have?
She's got ace-8 of diamonds.
Just making a move.
And she doesn't want to call, clearly. She just wants to take it down. Pot's 3,900 already, and she just doesn't want to call her. You know, and she's in a position where she doesn't quite have enough chips to make a real raise without being pot committed.
As much as I want to.
Listen to that talk. As much as
As much as I'd like to, I can't.
Don't we all?
I have a 3 and a 9. And sometimes that's for those of you at home knowing that when I'm talking about being pot committed, in that case, she probably had about 8,000 in chips, and to make a proper raise, she's probably going to raise about 4,000, which makes her pot committed. And if you're pot committed already, you might as well just put your whole stack in there.
Right.
Because you don't want to give anybody any delusions that they might be able to steal a pot from you, because just go in and see what happens. Because it's certainly, if somebody moves over the top on you, you got to call anyway.
That's right.
And Jennifer's just a mass chips there in seat 2. See if she can take control of the table here. These blinds and antes are really big. If you can just steal a couple of them, you can really amass a lot of chips. And we're going to see a flop here. We got 10-7 in seat 5. Jana, 10-7. She's got bottom pair. And she's going to bet bottom pair. Play it aggressive. And the flop missed Christy completely. She had 8-5 there. She did have a 5 for the diamond draw, but it's tough to know if that's any good.
I'm getting really sad here. I'm going to have to, unfortunately, get back to Las Vegas tonight and fly out of here. I'm going to probably miss the heads-up action and the presentation this evening, but Vicki Anderson, one of our representatives for Southern California here, will be doing that presentation for the Lips Tour this evening.
Oh, super. Well, I hope you fly safe.
Thank you.
People always say that. I don't know why. Not like I hope you don't have to actually fly at all. Just be safe. But hey. And Jennifer's going to raise it up with ace 3. And Jan's trying to think of what to do here. She's got no hand, actually. And Jennifer actually called that. So we're going to see a flop. Not a good flop for either hand, but Jennifer's in control. And I like the bet. She had position on her, and she took control of the hand. Nice play. And Jennifer really has control of the table. Let's see if she can put the hammer down, so to speak.
Okay, us ladies are sitting here giggling because you get a close-up when a gal's wiping her nose, you know? We don't like that, you know?
Yes.
And Cece's on the ropes here as well. She's actually got not many chips in Deborah either. Both of them on the ropes here. And Deborah's moving all in. She's got king, queen, diamonds, and she's moving in. She's seen enough. And this time she might get a call from Jennifer. Jennifer's got ace, 9 of spades, and she's got a lot of chips. Well, and she's got ace, 9 of spades. Heads up, that's not bad, five-handed.
39, right? How much more do I need?
And she calls. And she's got the lead here. And this is actually, I think this is very similar to last time when Deborah caught Deborah caught the queen in the river. Let's see if she if this cat has 9 lives indeed. Well, it looks like she has 2 lives for sure.
That's right.
And there it is, the queen. Jennifer wins again.
She brings it down when she goes all in.
Can't knock her down, huh?
Nice hand.
I was said I was all in, but I told her it was going to be call.
Uh-oh.
This also?
And they're just trying to figure out exactly what happened here.
Yeah, she put all in.
She did say all in.
Right, but she still had a stack behind.
Right, exactly.
But she said it was 19.
I said, is that right? And I put it out there.
How much was in there?
You know what? It's not even that big a deal.
And they're trying to figure out here what actually happened, folks, was Deborah declared all in but didn't put all her chips all in. And then Jennifer was trying to get a countdown. And I don't think they actually counted the chips that were behind her.
Right, they missed those chips.
So it's a little mix-up here. And Denny, you're a tournament director. Actually, how would you resolve this? I don't want to guess. I'd rather get it from the pro.
Well, actually, you shouldn't put me on the spot until the foreman makes his decision. And then I can tell you if he made the right one or the wrong one.
Hey, well, then you can just milk it a little bit here and just talk about your tie or something for a second.
If she did indeed say she was all in and the other player accepted the action, then she owes her another stack of chips.
That's right.
Okay.
If that's indeed what happened.
Right. Even if Jennifer had asked, is that it? And the dealer said, yes, it is.
2,000.
Yeah, there's 58 left, so 2, 4.
Yeah, I would have to rule it.
Okay. I mean, it's a difficult ruling, obviously.
Yeah.
Rulings like this are not a precise, not a
But
precise
I'm not the
science.
foreman at the table, and he may rule it differently.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to see what happens.
Yeah, 29 and 29 is 58. Hold it 29. What's big for that?
It's right.
So it's just that stack.
So she owes her that stack. See, I got a good staff there, Denny.
Yeah, I got good foremen. They know how to make the right ruling.
Yeah, we've got great foremen here.
Very nice.
It's not often that problems arise, but every once in a while, it's bound to happen.
All right. Well, they're going to switch dealers here. Lupe, I know you got to go. You got a plane to catch. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. This was a total pleasure, and I'm just so thrilled with the Bicycle Casino support of the Lip Store. They are the forefront winners of Women in Poker today.
I'm sure we'll see you again, too, and do more events down the road.
Absolutely.
Pleasure
Thank you
meeting
very
you.
much. I'm going to leave you with Vicki today, and she'll continue on.
Great.
1,000, 2,000.
$300
All right. Well, Vicky's going to come back in just a few minutes and join us again.
Super. Well, we're 5-handed here at the Bicycle Casino, and this is the $150 no-limit buy-in Lips tournament, which is the ladies' international poker series. First place is $4,700 plus a $3,000 package.
Yeah.
So first place is pretty much worth about $8,000.
And if they win those two tournaments, just think how much money they're going to
Well, it's a great free roll. But for where else can you? For $150, you got a chance to win $8,000. $8,000 package. That's not bad.
Yeah.
2,000.
And Jennifer is going to use her stack to take advantage and kind of bully the table. Take that pot down.
What a comeback she's made there, huh?
Yeah, well, she's the Never Say Die kid here. She's been on the ropes 3 or 4 times, all in 3 or 4 times, and every time she stays alive. She's a cat with 9 lives. And by my count, she's only used 4 of them, so she should be okay. There she is. Deborah, the myth, the legend.
Let me erase a remark here. Kick that guy out right there.
Cece thinking about what to do here. She's got a king 8, it looks like. Yeah, and she thinks king high might be the best hand, but yep, she throws it away. Jennifer throws it away. And Deborah's going to concede the pot to Jana in the big blind.
That's why I showed that 40 hands ago.
40 hands.
And Jana shows her sparkly white teeth.
Yeah, she got a nice smile.
Great smile.
I wonder if she uses Colgate or Crest.
You need 500.
I'll have to find that out for you. Get her bio, let's see.
Of course, I'll probably get in trouble for mentioning those 2 brand names, you know.
All in.
Evelyn will be over here to smack me any minute.
And Cece is all in. She's only got about 4,000 in chips, and she figures she's got to make a move here. She's got ace high.
Well, she got a couple orange chips there, too.
Right. And she's going to go. Oh, wow. And Deborah's got a big one. She's got cowboys. This is interesting because Jennifer's got king queen right behind her.
Yeah.
If this all falls the right way, this could be a big, big pot for Deborah.
$4,800.
Jennifer really thinking about what to do here. And she folds king queen.
King queen.
Wow, it's almost like she sensed the danger behind.
C4 definitely moves all in.
See? Just like Jennifer's like my mom. She's got eyes behind the back of her head. She knew. Intuitively knew that Deborah had kings.
Here we go. Ace 8 against pocket kings.
She's got 3 outs plus the hearts. That's no help there. An 8 comes. They both have 2 pair, but the kings are going to take it unless... Nope.
Yep.
There they go. The kings take it. And Cece, heck of a player, is going to bow out 5th place. Well done there, Cece.
So again, Deborah just stacks up some chips.
Well, she's just...
If you're going to get a rush, this is the time to get it.
Yeah. Hey, well, she's just staying alive. She made a great laydown before. She was really short-stacked, and she had pocket 7s. And there was a raise and then an all-in. And I know a lot of players that would just make a stand with pocket 7s, and she said, no, I'll wait for a better spot. She threw the 7s away, survived, and now look at her. And now she looks like she's got about 16,000 chips, and we're down to 4-handed. Just a quick recap. We've got Jennifer in seat 2, Deborah in seat 4, Jana in seat 5, and Christy, a little short-stacked, in seat 7. Jennifer's got ace 10 in the big blind.
All in.
And Christy's going to move all in. She's got pocket deuces.
Pocket deuces.
And Jennifer's going to call it with ace 10. See what happens here. We got a race.
71 total.
Oh, for you, it's what? Because you're $2,000, so it's
51 thing.
yeah.
51. It's about 6,800 pot, 6,800 each. So we've got about a 16,000 chip pot here. The winner of this should be in decent shape.
I'm pair, but it's really small.
Hey, any pair is good here. It doesn't make a difference.
Pair is a pair.
A pair is a pair, exactly. Oh, there's the ace.
Ace flops.
2 pair here.
Needs a
She's going to
deuce.
need a deuce. And
No.
it does not. Actually, 2 pair comes down.
Aces and 10s.
Aces and 10s. And Jennifer...
So we
builds
just lost
on.
another one. We're down to 3 ladies here.
Christy, well done there, Christy. Christy's going to exit 4th place. Really good job there. Sometimes you just got to, got to take a stand, even with pocket deuces.
Yeah.
Well done. Jennifer amasses even more chips. She's just building and building on that stack. And then there was 3.
I've been watching you a little bit from the camera. Guys, I'm glad I'm not sitting in front of the table. You guys, you are amazing.
Nice job there by Christy.
Loopy's at the final table talking to the ladies real quick.
Saying goodbye before she leaves for the airport, huh?
Lupe, the coordinator of the Lips tournament, all over the country.
What are we doing? Team? We still doing?
And the gentleman in the background with the pad, that is Max Shapiro, right?
Yes, Max is a card player journalist. Read 'em and Laugh is the name of his column. And Max comes in a couple times a year and does the daily reports, tournament results. And players enjoy reading about what happened the night before.
Without a doubt. Actually, it's funny. You can actually, because of his reports and a lot of you can Google any poker player you know who plays tournaments.
Yeah.
And you can see what they've done and where they finished.
Wow. Yeah,
it's kind of fun.
true.
Deborah takes it down.
Besides that, we feel Max needs the money, so we want to throw a little his way.
Oh, really? Why, you paying for that?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
It's a paying job. It's a paying job.
And we're down to three-handed here. Obviously, they're can't wait for aces here. Otherwise, you'll get blinded away here. The blinds are 800, 1600 with a 300 ante. So it's going to cost 24. It's going to cost 3,300 to play a round. They're pretty much $1,100 every hand. I think Denny's going to take a break here for a second. Thanks a lot, Denny. Denny's going to go get the trophies already. And joining me now is... Oh, there we go. Joining me now is...
Vicki Anderson.
Hello, Vicki. How are you today?
Good, thanks.
Yeah?
I travel around with Lupe and help her with the tournaments, basically here in California.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. Three-handed, Jana picks up pocket aces.
I noticed in the short time I was gone, we lost 2 players.
We did, yes. Cece exited. She had... what did she have?
4,000.
I forget the hand, actually, but she got knocked out by Jennifer.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ace-8, thank you. Ace-8 versus pocket kings, Deborah. Deborah picked up 2 big cowboys. And Jana was probably hoping for a little action there, but she's not going to get it. And she wins with pocket aces.
I always like to have action with pocket aces because it feels good that you can never bet on the pocket aces to carry you all the way through.
It's a tough hand to get away from. You know,
Sure is.
Three-handed, it's almost impossible to hand to get away from.
Yes.
And it's one of those things. Sometimes if you ask for action, you just got to go. Well, if I get unlucky and they get cracked, they get cracked.
Exactly.
So.
And you really hope that they don't get
Well,
cracked.
without a doubt.
Yesterday we had a tournament up in San Jose, and a woman got 4 of a kind with aces.
Wow,
she had
that's-
pocket rockets to start.
Did they
off
hold
with.
up?
They held up. Excellent play.
And Jennifer's going to steal the pot there. She only had Jack 3, but like I said, three-handed. You can't wait for a big hand. You got to make your own moves.
Be aggressive.
Yeah. Jennifer's got a lot of chips, so she can be aggressive here.
She has room too to not play quite so tight.
Oh, without
She
a doubt.
has, yeah, she definitely has that margin.
Right. And just for our viewers, to remind them, what is the remind us of the packages again? Can you remember?
The
First
first place is $4,750, I believe. 1,000 of it pays your entry into the ladies' event at the WSOP, along with the airfare and hotel accommodations.
Wow.
And it also goes towards the buy-in for the ladies' Lips Tour Grand Championship, which is April 30th at the Ocean's 11 Casino in Oceanside, California.
Fabulous.
Pays for their entry there, and if they need airfare, hotel accommodations as well.
Wow, so for a $150 entry here, you can parlay that into hundreds of thousands of dollars possibly.
Very, very possible.
Yeah, wow.
The Grand Championship is guaranteed $50,000.
Right, and then the World Series, who knows?
It's going to be massive.
Yeah, who knows? Jana's going to move a little bit. She's going to make a Let's see what she does here. Actually, Jana's just going to call. She's going to call the big blind with 7. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I apologize. She did raise. Sometimes it's difficult for us exactly to tell what they're doing. So we can only guess. And I do know the antes are 300, and the big blind and small blinds are 800 and 1600 respectively. The blue chips are 100. The orange chips are 500. And how long have you been playing poker, Vicky?
Well, actually, that's kind of a funny story. I started playing poker in August of last year.
Oh, wow. You're a newbie.
Lupe created a monster. She got me into it just for the fun of it.
And you're hooked.
And to have someone just kind of hang out with her when she traveled with all of her different little tours. And she's created a total monster. Now I feel very comfortable whether I'm playing in a tournament or helping her to run a tournament. And I can pretty well hold my own.
And you love it, huh?
Haven't made it to a final table yet, but it's a lot of fun trying to get there.
You keep trying to get there. You'll get there. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Thank you again. So we always split with 10%. We have to save 10% to play off and I'm willing to take that.
And here we've got here. Jennifer picks up Queen 6 of Hearts.
I don't know how much money that would be. How much money would it be with 3 ways saving 10%?
And we got King 3 and
That's not required. We have to save.
Jana's got 9-3.
Then can we split it 3 ways? Can we give me that?
So nobody's got much of anything here. And Jennifer's going to throw it away. And surprising, Deborah throws away King High. And you got to understand that 3-handed King High is not necessarily a bad hand.
Not at all.
And if you continue to mug that and you just wait for the big hands, you might be waiting too long.
It could be a very long night.
Right, exactly. And they're going to take some of the blue chips off the table here.
Okay.
The blinds are actually going to go up, and the antes are going to go up. They were 816. I'm going to guess that the blinds are going to be 1,000, 2,000 with an ante of $500. So they're going to take the blue chips off and make it all orange now.
Sweet.
And that'll really make it 1,000, 2,000 blinds is 3,000 with a 500 ante. The pot is going to be $4,500 pre-flop.
Wow.
And that's expensive before the flop
sure
starts.
Is.
And you see a rack of blue there in front of Jennifer. That's $10,000 for an entire rack. Each stack is actually $2,000.
Maybe we can get a quick count to see who's chip
Yeah,
leader.
let's see here. Well, you can see there we've got 3 complete stacks of blue, which is 6,000, plus about 3/4 of one, which makes it about 7,500. And then I can only guess at the orange, maybe what? Do you see 14 there, maybe?
Yeah, if they're 500 each, I would say
14 or so. That's about 7,000. So 7,000 plus 6,000, we're going to look at about 14,000 for Deborah in seat 4. There you've got 10,000 for the first rack, plus another 6,000 for the second rack of blue. There's 16,000, plus probably 10,000 in orange.
she's got a nice stack, yeah.
So she's probably got about 26,000 chips in seat 2 there. There you go. That's Jennifer in seat 2. And there's seat 5. Jana doesn't have, they've already changed in her blue. Looks like she's got, I'm going to take a wild guess at probably about 20,000.
I would say about 22.
Yeah, so we're looking at maybe 26,000 in seat 2, probably 15,000 in seat 4, and Jana's got about 22.
Sounds about right, but yeah.
The Rain Man I am not.
Well, I'm tournament assistant by weekend and accountant by day.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go, see. And they're going to take a little break.
31. 15.5. What are you going to say? 23.5. Get your stacks. 23.5, right? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
When you're doing this, you should announce the raise. It's a no limit. You announce the raise, 1,800. It helps us do it.
Can't tell Leslie too when she gets here.
I hear raise. I hear raise.
deal or what? The camera crew asked me for a favor. He wanted to get all three of you on one side over here. Okay. So when everybody comes back, we'll just slide you over. So you need 2, 3, and 4.
That stack looks so nice. Oh, orange. Oh, what's that? Oh, it should burn. Never mind.
I'm so hungry.
You'll have all right, I figured it out.
Okay.
Everybody's guaranteed $15.50. Nobody gets less than that. Your total chip count is 3,130, 2,340, and 2,745. That comes out to $82.15. There's 915 left. 10% we took out. The total price pool $91.30, which is what I have left.
So that gives us,
payouts?
I'm sorry.
sorry?
It gives us how much? Yes.
30,130.
Oh, 3,000.
You're guaranteed right now. If you do a chip count right now, 3,130, 2340, 2745, plus the 915. You still have 915 to play
Right,
for.
then we play off for the balance and then.
Yeah, you can play winner take all if you get down there.
Nice job, ladies. Keep going.
Congratulations,
Nicely done.
All right, the gentleman in the room over there, he asked me if we can get you to slide over to seat 2 or seat 3, and you move over to seat 4. It's a little easier for them to pick up the.
I have the chip lead. I didn't realize.
Yes, you have the button. You have the
I
button.
thought you did.
Okay.
Oh, did you? That's why I thought you were asking about percentage. No. I offered to split 3 ways. I want to be on record.
Okay, so these numbers are what you're guaranteed right now.
Thank you.
And you are playing for $915.
Yes.
Okay? And you can
And
do.
the entry into
Actually,
the
there's
tournament.
you have the plant for third place, you have a plant for second, and there's 2 trophies actually for first. We have one from the Lips and one from the Bicycle Casino, plus the plant also. Okay?
And the ladies tournament. Honestly, I thought you were. Okay, so what are our blinds?
4,000. All right, $500 entry. Blinds will be 2 and 4,000.
1, 2, 3, 4. Playing off for the 10% and the rest of it. $900.
And we are back. This is David Tuckman, and next to Vicki Anderson. And we are watching the final 3 at the final table of the $150 buy-in no limit hold'em Lips tournament. And in seat 2, we have Jennifer. She's a prosecutor out of Glendale, California. She looks like she's the chip leader with probably about almost 30,000 in chips.
Race.
And Jana in seat 4 is going to raise with pocket deuces, and she's going to take it down. The blinds right now are 1,000, 2,000 with a $500 ante. So the price to play is not cheap. These ladies are going to have to move quick, huh?
Absolutely. And the stealing of the blinds totally adds up.
Oh, without a doubt. So in seat 2, I was saying, there's Jennifer there. She's a prosecutor out of Glendale, California. She's been playing poker her whole life, but tournaments about 2 years. And she started playing poker. Her dad taught her when she was very young.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wonderful look. He created a
That's the way-
monster.
exactly. In seat 4, we got Deborah Park. Actually, in seat 3, I apologize. We have Deborah Park. She is out of South Korea. She works in human resources. She's been playing poker for 3 years. Her boyfriend taught her how to play. And her most respected player is Annie Duke.
Nice.
Not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice at all.
And her favorite starting hand, like a lot of people, is pocket aces.
Sure.
And in seat 4 there's Jana. She's got about 23,000 in chips there. She's out of Northridge, California. She's a teacher, playing poker for 10 years here. And her most respected player is Daniel Negreanu. And
Nice.
also not a bad choice.
Not at all. I had the privilege of meeting him a couple weeks ago at Harrah's during the WSOP.
Very nice guy,
Very
isn't he?
nice guy.
Yeah.
Very nice guy.
Very down to earth and a nice guy there. Well, here we are, 3-handed here, and they're going to fold it around, and Jan is going to take the pot. And you got to be aggressive when it comes down to 3-handed. Can't wait for a big hand. And the button is going to be on Deborah. Jan in the small blind, there's 1,000, and Jennifer puts in 2,000 for the big blind. Pot is already 4,500 pre-flop.
Very nice one to steal.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we allowed to tip the dealers?
Actually, it's pretty much mandatory.
Yeah, Jennifer asked if you're allowed to tip the dealers, and it is customary practice that in tournaments to tip the dealers and your floor staff. Usually about 3% is accepted in customary there. And we're going to see a flop. Jennifer's got King 9. And Jan has got 3-7. Let's see who bets. Whoever bets this is probably going to take it down. Jennifer's still in the lead there. Let's see if Jana can take it away from her, though.
Time to steal it.
And Jana's on a complete bluff here.
Yeah.
Bluff, 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 bluff. Let's see if Jennifer can sniff her out. She's got the best hand with King High, but it's tough to know that.
Absolutely. The best thing to do right now is...
well, hey, look at that. What a call. What a call. Actually, she re-raised her. I apologize. Jana put in kind of a little feeler bet out there to see if her hand was good. See if she could kind of steal it for cheap. And
oh, she did a smart thing, I think.
yeah, and Jennifer, I think Jennifer kind of sniffed out the steal and said, I don't think so.
Absolutely.
Nice play. Really nice play. And Deborah there in seat 3, she's dangerously low on chips. She's going to have to make a move sometime here. But she is like, from before, she's like a cat. She's got 9 lives.
Yes, she does. She was all in many times with not the best of hands.
Playing very well and playing very aggressive, but let's see if she can stay alive once again. And Jan is going to throw it away. Jennifer in the small blind with 8-7 there. And she mucks it.
There we go.
That's an interesting play there. Deborah doesn't have many chips, and I like to push it when I'm against a short stack there.
And especially when you're in the blind.
Exactly, and
know?
you've got plenty of chips, and I don't think she didn't want to double up Jennifer. She didn't want to double up Deborah, obviously. And look at that cute little thing. What is that?
I don't know.
A little bear.
Oh,
maybe it's a good little lucky bear there. Johnny Chan's got his lucky orange, and Jennifer's got her lucky bear.
Let's see how lucky it is today.
And she's going to, looks like she's smooth calling with 8-9 of hearts. Deborah's moving in with the ace-9.
All in.
It's interesting. The hand before she mucked 7-8, but here she limps in with 8-9. And now she's got herself into a little problem here. She's got 8-9, and she's in really bad shape. Jana's got 7-8 of diamonds. You know, normally, at least when you have 8-9, at least you think your cards are live, but in this case, her cards aren't even live.
Exactly.
And Jana's going to throw away. She's only got 8 high. And Jennifer's regretting calling, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
She throws away 8-9 of hearts.
Yep.
And 8-9 of hearts is only marginally better than 7-8. So you got to really think about the play there. But at least she didn't raise the 8-9 of hearts.
Exactly.
And Deborah, once again,
she
picks up the big hand when she had to.
Good. Yep.
Nice play by there. And a good fold by Jennifer there. She realized that her 8-9 was no good and got rid of it. She's still got plenty of chips. Jana in the small blinds. She's got ace-5. Ace-high is a pretty big hand, three-handed. And this is one of those times where she's pretty much pot committing herself.
Yes, she is.
And takes it down. Do you play live games as well, or just tournaments?
I
pretty
do.
much?
I play live games.
And what do you play when you play live?
In San Diego.
What level? What limits?
I'm cheap.
Do you play limit hold'em or no limit hold'em?
I do both actually.
Okay.
But I usually do the ring games like 2-4.
Good.
Mostly. I like to play limit when I am short on cash flow, but have that itch to play.
There you go. Okay.
And I do a lot of Friday nights. We have a little poker club that we all get together on Friday nights and
this
play.
is interesting. We got ace versus ace. I'm sorry to interrupt you there. Got an ace-4 from, and look at that. Deborah throws away her ace-5.
Wow.
That's a big hand to lay
If
down.
she only would have
three-handed.
known. Well, she'll know eventually.
Right, exactly. And it's funny. Most people would think that ace-5 was a huge favorite or ace-4. It's actually not really. It's pretty much about 90% of the time it's going to be a chopped pot.
Yes.
But we'll see what happened there. So you get that itch and you got to play.
Gotta play. And I play on Friday nights with friends and
That's
Saturday
great.
nights
It's
with
the best
friends.
best way to start playing, you know?
Absolutely.
You play with friends and you learn how to play. And
like I said, Lupe created a monster,
There you
and
go.
now I'm part of Blip's tour and loving it.
right. Well,
Totally
you can play for free on the if you go to thebike.com, you can actually play for free.
I do that quite often.
Do you?
I do.
What's your handle?
The Booper.
There you go. And we're pretty. If you look at the stacks there, everybody's about even here. Very interesting.
It sure has shifted in just a few minutes.
Yeah, we're about 20,000 each here. It's very interesting. Deborah's is a master at surviving, which is a big part of these tournaments.
She's done very well.
And she mucks. And Janet looks in the small blind. She's got Jack 8. She's going to call. Jennifer's got 8-6. She's got to just, let's see a flop here. We finally see a flop.
Wow, it's been a while.
And the flop comes out 10-9-4. It's no help to anybody, but Jana's actually flopped an open-ended straight draw.
I see that.
She's got 8-9-10 Jack. Plus, she still has the best hand.
With the Jack high.
Yeah. And I don't know if anybody noticed this, but I'm pretty sure. And
she folded.
Well, Jennifer actually had a straight draw as well, but folded it. Wise decision.
Very wise.
And it's a nice semi-bluff there. And seeing one hand there, Janet takes the chip lead.
Changes constantly, especially when you get to this level and you get to this few of players.
Oh, the blinds are so big.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, the blinds are so big. This is
just stealing. If you steal the blinds, every hand or every other hand, you can take over chip lead.
In a tournament in a structure like this where the blinds are so big, luck does take a big factor into it. But you have to realize that these players have all played good enough to put themselves in a position to get lucky.
Yes.
Which is a big part of it in tournaments. Jennifer's got King 5. She's thinking about it. She's got King High. And wow. Oh, and you're going to get a call out of Deborah.
Thank you.
Now, she's actually got a dominating hand over Jana, but she doesn't have position, so let's see what happens. And the flop misses them both, which is going to happen most times.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see who bets it and who takes it away. And this is a nice play by Jana.
Very nice play.
Really
You
nice
definitely
play.
want to put the other person on defensive.
And this is the play by Deborah. In all honesty, before the flop, if you're going to call with ace high there, move in.
Exactly.
And take the decision out of your hands there, because when you're out of position, ace rag, ace 8 in this case, it's a very difficult hand to play out of position.
Yes.
Because more often than not, you're not going to hit your pair. And if you don't hit your pair, well, then what do you do?
Right.
And she let Jana outplay her there.
The aggression won.
Well, position is huge. No limit hold'em. The game is all position.
Yes.
And
I'm still learning, but I have really starting to get the grasp on
Right.
early, middle, and late position.
Well, you see there.
When to play, when to put in the aggressive
Right.
moves.
Well, you see there that the flop comes out King Jack, which is somewhat of a scary flop, especially considering Jana raised, right?
Yes.
Now Deborah's got to act first, without seeing what Jana's going to do.
Right.
So it's a scary flop. She goes, okay, I guess I'll check. I didn't hit my flop. And now Jana, knowing that Deborah already checked it, she can fire at it without worrying about it.
Exactly, because
there's
if
always could be
Deborah
a check
had something.
Right, then there always could be a check raise in there, but position is huge.
Yes. I'm still learning that.
Now limit hold'em position is not quite as big. Still a bit very important game in hold'em, but no limit. It's the entire game.
Yes.
And Jana's going to increase her chip lead there. She's probably up to about, I'm going to guess, maybe 36,000.
She's definitely has chip lead.
Yeah, Deborah's
Definitely.
actually Deborah's on life support there.
Once
again on life support.
But she keeps pulling it out.
Right, exactly.
There she
and she's
goes.
going in. She moves in. She's got King Queen. King Queen, nice hand to move in with. And she's probably going to get a call from Jennifer with Ace High. Jana's only got 8-9 of hearts, and let's see how it's played here. Probably going to fold. It's not many. Well, it's not many chips to call, so she's trying to decide: is it worth it to try to knock this girl off or not? She doesn't realize that seat 2's got the ace also. Now let's see what Jennifer's going to do with her ace high. Oh, well, sorry, Jana's still thinking about it. Oh, she finally does muck it. And Jennifer's going to call. She's got ace high. And I think this is the third time, this is the third time that Deborah's had King Queen versus like Ace 8, Ace 9, Ace 10. And the Queen she's been saved every time.
Yes, by the Queen. And look there.
Boom, Queen again. Look at that. And
she just won't go away.
This is the girl that never say die. And you know, the funniest thing is, I'm sure it's not funny for Jennifer, I think it's actually been Jennifer versus Deborah in 3 of those instances.
I think you're right.
Where Jennifer's had the best hand 3 times in a row, Ace High versus King High, and 3 times Deborah's taken it down.
She's looking over
Jennifer's just looking at going,
chips.
what can I do? Gosh.
Yeah.
I keep getting my money in with the best of it. I mean,
but you know, you can't blame Jennifer for her calling either with the ace high.
I can't blame Jennifer for calling, and I can't blame Deborah for moving in with King High.
And her thoughts are probably that Deborah's moving in, going all in as a bluff to try to at least steal the blinds. You know, so she's thinking.
Yeah, even with King High, Ace High's better hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't fault either player. I think both players played it completely correctly. Because I'm looking at it going, oh wow, Janice picked up queens.
Oh, sweet.
Both players played it correctly, just how the cards fell.
Absolutely.
And
everyone
Janet takes it down.
Yeah.
And now we see, this is how quickly this game can change. Now we see Jennifer. She's on her last leg here. See if she can pull out a miracle.
She needs some of the Deborah life support.
Exactly. She needs some of that Deborah luck. Jana's she's calling upon the poker gods, hoping for some magic.
Yes, she is.
And yep, there we got a little trouble here.
Oh.
Jennifer's actually moved in with Jack 6, and here we see it. There you go. Deborah's picked up King Queen.
There's the Queen again.
And now this is the first time Deborah's actually a favorite.
Yeah, but with that Queen again.
And seat 4 picks up 7 deuce. What is she going to do? Who knows?
All in. Everyone always says all in 7 deuce.
Yeah, I think she's going to lay this down and let them two fight it out.
Yeah. Let's see if that Queen comes up for Deborah again.
Yeah, well, let's see if 3 times Jennifer's had the best hand. Let's see, this time she's got the worst hand. Maybe she can spike it. At least she's got live cards. And she's got a jack of diamonds. She did a diamond, the jack, or a 6. There it is. 6 of diamonds.
Got a flush over there.
Wow. It wasn't a bad flop for jack of diamonds, 6 of clubs. And she gets lucky. And the 2 short stacks just keep battling it out, while Jana just adds to her stack.
Yeah.
And once again, I don't think either player did anything wrong. Jennifer knew she had to make a move, and Deborah knew she had the best hand. It just happens to how the cards lay out again.
Looks like she's going all in again.
She is.
Yeah.
And she's got she's got Queen Jack, a nice hand to move in with. It's
nice.
Definitely an above average hand when you hit three-handed here. Deborah thinking about it. I think she's got Queen Deuce here. She can't really be thinking honestly. And she throws it away.
That's a good lay down.
Oh, and she's going to call with King High. She's got the best hand. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, wow.
The two short stacks battling it out again. King High versus Queen Jack. Oh, and they spikes a king. Oh, and this is trouble. She needs a 10. Oh, and she hits a 10.
Sweet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, straight. There you go.
I think I jinxed it. I said she needed a 10, and boom, there it spikes.
All we needed was that ace to be a spade. Would have been nice to see a royal
A royal
flush.
flush, yeah. She's drawing dead to a 10 on the river there, and bam, she spikes it. And these two girls, this is like classic heavyweight bout. Just exchanging punches back and forth.
This is
Apollo
exciting.
Creed, Rocky Balboa here. Wow. But the ladies are far better looking than both those guys.
There you go.
We'll say that. And we get an uncontested pot after all that action. Jana's been somewhat quiet here. She's got the chip lead, and I think she's kind of hoping that one of the two ladies knocks out the other one, and then she can take her on heads up.
She's being very conservative.
And she should. Let them battle it out.
Absolutely.
Unless she picks up a premium hand.
Absolutely. Let's see if she saves her blind or if she throws it away.
Oh, and she moves all in. Jennifer moves all in with pocket fours. Oh, deuce 7 for Deborah. She throws it away quickly, obviously. And Jan is going to pick up 6-10. She doesn't actually realize that she's probably about a 50-50 coin flip here, but it's hard to call with 10-6 here.
Yeah,
Real
it
tough. And she lays it down correctly. Nice play by Jennifer there. When you get down to three-handed, any pair, deuces, fours,
Yes.
I don't care what you have, it's a big hand.
Yeah.
Because more often than not, it's just high cards going to win these things.
They're having fun.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Well, you don't get to a final table every day. They might as well enjoy it.
And women seem to be much more relaxed when they play poker than the guys. I think women are very competitive, but they have fun at it. Guys, I don't know. I think their little machoism gets in the way.
You think so? Okay.
I think so. As they flex their muscles back here.
Well, us guys, we're pretty much just apes, hairy apes, and all we can do is grunt and are throwing chips at.
But unfortunately, we can't keep you behind the plexiglass.
Right,
can we?
exactly. We've broken through. Not much time left in this round. I know the blinds are going to move up and move up quickly. So,
2-4?
I'm not sure exactly. We'll have to see when it happens. Jana's going to make a move here. She's got, looks like pocket nines. 2 red nines. It's a nice hand. Real nice hand.
Now, based on how
three-handed.
she has been playing, they probably are going to figure that she really has something.
Well, yeah, she's only showed down big hands.
There we go,
and,
see?
At the same time, neither one of them had anything to fight her with anyway.
Sure.
And she takes it down. And now we've got 2 relatively short stacks with 1 big stack. We'll see what happens. And I think there is a pretty big step up from third place to second place. And sometimes
in the prize pool.
Well, sometimes these tournaments, a lot of the players are looking just to step up the ladder.
Yes.
Because there's there could be hundreds of dollars difference between just 4th place, 3rd place, and 2nd place.
Absolutely.
And Jennifer's moving in with King High. And Jana's only got 10 high. I don't think she can call her here. Wow. And Deborah threw away. I apologize there. Jennifer's got ace deuce. And
Deborah threw away king and 7.
Yeah. And it's a nice laydown. King High is not a great hand to call with. Better hand to move in with. Nice play by Jennifer.
No action there.
I think she's glad there's no action there. Take it down uncontested.
Wonder where that pizza is they were screaming for a little while ago.
Where they are? That would go well. I'd like a slice. And Deborah's going to throw it away. Jennifer's thinking about it. I'm sorry, Jana's thinking about it here. She calls it Jack 7 suited. And Jennifer's going to see a flop. We got 7-6 versus Jack 7. We got pretty much nothing here. Let's see who bets it and takes it away. Got a check and a check. 10 brings no help.
They both
Yeah,
are pretty
Jana's
passive
got
on that.
Yeah, well, they both have had nothing. The Jack High is the best hand. Let's see if she bets it.
And wants to
Nice
do it.
bet. That's a nice bet by Jennifer. Nice bet there. She realized that her 7 high probably wasn't going to win the pot. She bet it to see if she could take it away. And she did.
She did.
Nice bet. Hand is played very relatively passively there, and Jennifer really made a nice play at the end to take it away. That's one of those when they're home and they're watching this, Jana's going to go, why didn't I call? Why didn't I do that?
That has got to be really, really interesting.
Of course, but
for them to
hindsight
be
being-
able to watch it.
It's a lot easier from the booth. It's a lot easier when you see the cards.
Absolutely.
I've been talking to some of the higher-ups at the Bicycle Casino to see if I can actually play with this aid. I figure maybe I can break even that way.
I'm sorry, I don't think that's allowed.
I need that handicap. Look at that.
Look what we got.
Jana's picked up aces and they both throw it away to her.
Jeez.
You know, Jana's picked up pocket aces 3 times at the final table. And she hasn't gotten action on any of them.
Amazing. It's very disappointing when you can't play with your pocket aces.
And looks like Jennifer's built up her stack a little bit more, and Deborah's the one now. She won't move her hands. So I can't say exactly how many chips she has, but she's got like 2 chips left. This is pretty much it for her.
Oh yeah.
Any 2 cards she's got to go
She
in.
might
with,
as well go all in.
She has
There
to.
we
Any
go.
2 cards. And Jana's actually can call her blind here. And look at that. Deborah's played so solidly. She's got to go all in with 3 deuce.
Exactly.
And we're trying to get seat 4's cards there.
Straight.
And I'm going to take for granted that she had a pair of 8s. We never did get to see Jana's cards there, but I think she could beat 3 high.
Well, we're at heads up.
And there it is. Heads up poker. Pretty exciting here. We got Jana versus Jennifer. Jana in seat 4. She's a teacher. And Jennifer in seat 2.
Not small.
Jennifer in seat 2 is a prosecutor. Thank you very much, Vicki Anderson. She's going to go out to the table and I think get ready to present the winner of the award.
Yeah.
And Danny's back.
We're back. I haven't been in here too much today.
No.
I've been running around back and forth.
And nice play by Jana there. She's going to push it with Jack 6 and take down.
I don't know if you realize it, but the final 3 players made a deal.
Did they? I didn't know that.
They're playing for 10% of the prize pool, which is $900 is all they're playing for now. The rest of the money has already been divided.
Okay. So they
did it by their chip count.
Okay. So they did what's called a save.
Right. I don't remember what the breakdown was.
Right. But they all made a little bit more money than
A little bit more. First place takes a little bit less.
Right.
But it's safety net too.
Right, exactly. They all did well. And
at this point they are playing for $915, I believe, plus the package.
The package is huge. And at this point, a lot of luck is involved, and you don't want it to be all luck there. Jennifer takes it down there. Nice bet. Jana's got a nice chip lead here. Let's see if she can put it away.
She looks like she has just shy of 50,000.
And in this case, just so you folks at home know, when it's heads up, the button is actually the small blind, and will act first before pre-flop.
Yes.
But once the flop comes out, they will have position and act last. for those of you who don't play heads up very often. And look at these monsters, 8-3, deuce 5. You got a lot of that heads up here. And nobody's got anything here. Let's see who bets. And this is difficult because most players don't get that much experience playing heads up. You know, they're on new ground and you got to see how it goes. And I see Bart Hansen, and for a second I was worried that he's out of the tournament, but no, he's still in and he's doing well. And he's got 3,500 in chips. He's doing well. Good for him.
I'll call the floorman and tell him to lay a penalty on him.
If you give him a 20-minute penalty, it might keep him in longer.
It could. That's true.
Sometimes I wish somebody would give me a 20-minute penalty at the beginning of the tournament. I might make it through the first round one of these tournaments. And Jennifer in seat 2, she's dangerously low on chips. Janet's really got control. She's going to have to get lucky. And Janet really putting the heat on her here. Okay. Janet takes it down. And this is one of those things where if you're Jennifer, you just got to gamble a little bit. You got to take a chance and hope you double up.
Yeah, but not on the 5-4, I don't think.
No, probably not. Probably not. But it does get to a point in heads up where you don't want to double up and it not make any difference.
Right.
You only have to double up and actually have it make a difference. And she's getting to that point. Not quite there yet.
Looks like she has a
7 deuce.
7 deuce.
And look at Jennifer. She's just fallen on hard time. She's picked up her last 3 hands. Deuce 7, deuce 5, and 5-4. Oh. How unlucky is that? She figures deuce 7, at least it's live cards. It's not even live.
If she doesn't go all in this hand, she will be all in next hand.
Exactly. And I think her 3 hands together, you can add up all the cards together and they don't add up to 1 ace. And this is the best she's seen so far. She's got 8-5. Jan is going to call quickly. She's got 6-7. It's pretty much a race here. Jennifer's a little bit ahead with the 8-high. No help.
Might be a chop pot. No, the 8 plays.
8 plays. Look at that.
Any card above an 8, it would have been a chop pot there.
Yeah.
Remember, folks, the best 5 cards is what wins.
Right, exactly.
They might all 5 be on the board sometimes.
Sometimes people get confused between Hold'em and Omaha, where you have to play 2 cards in your hands.
Right.
Hold'em, you can play the board, you can play 1 card, 2 cards, whatever.
Play 3 cards out of your hand if you don't get caught.
I try to do that. Still doesn't help me.
I mean, and Hold'em.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Try to slip in an extra card there.
There you go.
Oh, and she's got ace queen.
I don't think the 8-3 will call. She doesn't.
And look at that. Jennifer's got life again. She's back from the dead, so to speak. And at least the ladies are obviously having a good time, which is what it's all about.
Yeah, keep trying that.
I first started playing tournaments probably 2 years ago, and I'm just hooked. I love them.
Yeah.
There's so, I mean, you can see it's just fun. You know, I mean, the money's nice, but you're not really looking to make money. You're looking just to have a good time, and it's a nice little competitive outing. You know, and as you get older, it's tougher to find those outlets for competition sometimes.
Because I work so many of these, it's hard for me to play, but I enjoy. I play online tournaments a lot.
And I believe the blinds are 1,500, 3,000?
3-6.
3,6,000.
1,000 ante, 3-6 blinds. They just played a 2-4.
Wow, 3,000, 6,000, and 1,000 ante. So we got 11,000 in there pre-flop.
Yeah.
Well, Jennifer's looking at it going, well, that's half my stack.
You got about 2-3 hands. That's
exactly. Well, if we don't do that, these players are good enough that they'll play for 4 days otherwise.
All in.
Queen 5 against 5-6 suited.
Oh, and she's in really good shape. Oh, she's dominated. She's going to need a 6 or some clubs here.
Yeah, as long as
Oh, and there's the 6.
That's a 6 and a 4.
And that's
the
gonna
tournament.
do it.
It's over.
Jana was gambling. She got lucky, spiked the 6, and she's going to take it down.
Congratulations to Jana.
Hey, congratulations to them both. Really well done.
Oh, yeah, they both played well.
Really well done. Great tournament.
Now they'll end up taking some pictures of the winner. And she does get a trophy, which is over on the table there.
Trophy on the left side of the table, huh?
Yeah, there's a little side table.
Oh, on the side table, okay. And Jana De La Serra is our champion. Lives in Northridge, California. She's a teacher, playing poker for 10 years. And congratulations. You are the Lips champion. And she will be the Bicycle Casino's representative at the Lips Championships. And also at the World Series of Poker. She wins a buy-in for the $1,000 buy-in at ladies event at the World Series of Poker in, I believe, June of this year.
I had a great time.
They're taking the photos now,
and there it is. There's the trophy.
That's the trophy. Get a nice shot of that, please.
Yeah, get yours too. And then,
And there are the cards. They're the winning cards.
The winning hand.
can we bring, just slide those cards over here into the front?
And she wins at least with a pretty hand. 6-5 of clubs is kind of a pretty good-looking hand, you know? Well done. And look at those trophies.
We got 2 trophies for her.
That's great. Well played throughout. I must say, I was really impressed with the way the ladies played tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one that's going on the left.
She looked like a Southern California girl, huh?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, just hold that pose. My camera wants to be stupid sometimes.
Jenna's a teacher.
Do one more.
And someday she would like to play against Mimi Rogers. Mimi's been here many times, actually. Played in some of our bigger tournaments.
Thanks.
And congratulations. Well done.
Congratulations to Jana.
The Bicycle Casino, so you guys are playing background.
And that's going to wrap it up for us. We'll be going back to a live action game here in just a moment. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for this special edition of Lips Tournament at Live at the Bike.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Congratulations for the lips tour. That's awesome. Like you're shaking. You have to kind of hold it down. Just hold it. Good. And when they're all done with pictures, I want to interview you, okay?
It's about a foot away from the wall and minimize the flash.
I don't think this color's good with my hair. I'm kidding.
Don't look bald like me. Bald like me.
It's here. It's big. And it's closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the bike. Watch it live on the web. Or play it if you dare. At the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles. Think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action.